What's up, everyone's? Today we're diving straight into Forza Horizon 6 to answer the ultimate question. Is frame generation actually worth it for high-speed racing, or does it ruin the experience? In today's video, we are doing a side-by-side comparison. We'll be putting optimized settings, and then pushing the limits by injecting FSR 3X Multi Frame Generation using OptiScaler 0.10 pre-1 build. I'll be breaking down exactly how this works, checking for visual artifacts at top speeds, and showing you if it's truly playable. First off, I gotta tell you, I won't be showing the full OptiScaler installation process step by step in today's video, because we already covered that completely in our Cyberpunk 2077 guide. The installation method for Forza Horizon 6 is identical, so just grab those mod files and drop them straight into your Forza Horizon 6.exe located folder directory, and update the Streamline SDK files, and you're locked and loaded. Alright, let's dive into the settings first. As you can see, I'm running the game at 1440p resolution. Now, I actually own a native 1080p monitor, but thanks to NVIDIA's DLDSR, Deep Learning Dynamic Super Resolution, we can downscale a crisp 1440p image onto a 1080p display. This completely eliminates ugly, jagged edges. On top of that, by using DLSS override set to preset K, we can customize our upscaling ratio to hit peak image clarity without losing quality. Next up, the graphics settings. I'm keeping most options locked at high instead of ultra or extreme, because pushing extreme settings completely maxes out my VRAM usage, hitting 7.9 GB to over 8 GB. That causes massive stuttering, frame drops, and severe freezing. But check out this side-by-side comparison with my optimized settings. The VRAM usage drops significantly down to just 5.5 GB. This gives the GPU much-needed breathing room and delivers a rock-solid, smooth experience. Now, let's talk about the raw performance versus frame generation. In racing games, keyboard and controller response time is far more critical than in regular action games. Without frame generation, my RTX 3060 Ti pumps out a silky smooth 90 to 100 pure native FPS. But look what happens when we enable OptiScaler 3 times multi-frame gen. Our base raw FPS takes a heavy 30% GPU overhead penalty, dropping raw frames down to 45 or 50 FPS. For a fast-paced racer, where low input latency is king, that penalty hurts performance responsiveness. That's why, for pure latency, playing without frame generation gives a much tighter driving feel. What about visual artifacts? I specifically picked the OptiScaler 0.10 pre-1 build, because it includes the active dispatch flag HUD fix feature, which successfully reduces UI element flickering. However, fast camera rotations still trigger noticeable car ghosting. And I also stress tested other methods, XeSS frame generation. The car ghosting and UI artifacts almost disappeared completely, but random game freezes spiked severely. Adding in the occasional random frame freezing during OptiScaler testing, my final recommendation is to stick with the native setup. So if you planning to run with native experience, I've dropped all my NVIDIA control panel and in-game optimized settings in the description below, so you can replicate them easily. Keep in mind, I run DLDSR because my RTX 3060 Ti can handle the extra load. If your GPU is struggling, stick to standard DLSS at native resolution. Guys, what I really wanted to highlight in today's video are the specific issues and trade-offs I experienced while using OptiScaler in Forza Horizon 6. I'm definitely not saying you shouldn't use frame generation. If raw smoothness is your top priority, then by all means, go ahead and use this method without any hesitation. However, if you care deeply about visual artifacts and low input latency, then the native method is definitely your best bet. Also, if you don't run into the freezing issues that I had with XeSS frame generation, I highly recommend giving XeSS a shot. Its GPU overhead is slightly lower than FSR frame generation, which helps deliver a much more stable base FPS. I hope this video gives you a clear picture of what to expect when unlocking frame generation in Forza Horizon 6. Try to smooth it out on your own rig, and if you manage to get a better experience than I did, definitely drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, and stay tuned. I'll be planning to upload the Crimson Desert for OptiScaler Multi Frame Generation test that you guys requested very soon. Until then, take care and peace out.